Welcome to Magic Tarot. Today's question is, what qualities make you attractive? So we have three piles here, pile 1, 2, and 3. The timestamps will be down below. So let's move ahead with the reading. Okay, the first pile, we have 5 of Wands, 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands, the Star card, and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, you are someone who's very passionate. Okay, you have these you have this big goal for yourself that you have set. And so what qualities make you attractive to people is they outright see the fact that you are very passionate about, and they also realize the fact that you have big goals for yourself, and you're someone who's hardworking. This is the Knight of Pentacles is a slow moving energy. So, but then very hardworking. So you are steadily making progress towards your goals. You're working hard. I think you are someone who sets I your entire day. Okay, your entire day you plan it out, and you have these um, certain goals for the day, and you achieve them. So you are that kind of planner, because with the 3 of Wands you are it tells about someone who plans things ahead. So you are a good planner. Okay, you have these nice ideas, nice plans to move steadily towards your goal. With the Star card, it talks about your goals, that they are something which is quite big, and I think you are allowing your goals to be directing your life. So that is like a star. Your goal, your ambition, your dream is like a star to you, which is giving direction to your life. And you're very career driven, you're very goal driven, someone who's very ambitious. But you also realize the importance of growing steadily. I think you've realized the fact that to achieve something in life, it is not that you would get it very easily. You have to keep moving towards that goal, even if it is in a slow way. It is well and fine. So with the Knight of Pentacles, with the Knight of Pentacles, as well as with the 3 of Wands, it tells that whatever goal that you're trying to achieve, that dream of yours would definitely come true. And with the 8 of Wands and with the 5 of Wands, you are someone who actually likes competition. Okay, you like to keep having these small goals, these small competitions that you would get into, so that you can win. It gives you a sense of pride and satisfaction in just competing with people. There's not something which is, see, if you see them with the 5 of Wands, this is a young energy where these kids are having this mock fight. So you like to enter into competition, you like to have that sense of pride that you are moving forward. And with the 3 of Wands as well, and with the 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands actually talks about someone who is always moving ahead. There's progress happening in your life. You are working on yourself, and you are always moving ahead in life. And with the 8 of Wands, I also think that you are looking to change your circumstances, and keep moving forward. So overall, I would just say that you are someone who's very passionate, and someone who has big goals, and you're working hard towards those goals. So these are the qualities that people actually admire about you and find attractive. So that's it for pile number 1. Let's move ahead with pile number 2. You have the Six of Pentacles, the Chariot, Ace of Cups, the Fool card, and the King of Sword. Okay, so with the King of Swords, I would tell you are someone who speaks your mind. Okay, um, who's not afraid of telling someone if they are right or if they are wrong. If someone comes to you telling their problems, you are not the one who's going to give your judgment outright. You're going to see, you are going to be fair and just and try to see both sides of the conversation or both sides of the situation, and then make a judgment about it. But I think even people come to you for some sort of advice, and they come to you only for a reason, because you speak your mind. You tell them truthfully. If someone is wrong, they are wrong. If someone is right, they are right. So you are not afraid of anyone to put across your points, put across your thoughts to them. If you feel something is right, you would stand by them. If you feel something is wrong, you will tell them outright. So also with the fool card, I think people admire you to a great extent. You are someone, you have this kind of way, I can say you impress people, like wherever you go, no, it's like the first thing that happens is like nobody will ever forget you. Okay, let it be some people that you meet randomly, or just a friend circle, or somewhere for that matter, or you go for an interview, you go anywhere, you go for a outing, wherever you go, with the full energy, I feel like you have this something about yourself that kind of like leaves the impression on people. Okay, where they are like always, someone is going to remember you. They're like, you are a kind of person that people cannot forget. So with the fool card, you are someone who is very optimistic. You have a different way of seeing life. You are not constrained by the rules and regulations of society. You just don't seem to follow the rules and regulations, or you just this free spirit about yourself. Like you just enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed, and you do that. And seeing that, it is like it brings so much of happiness. I think people, because with the fool card also, I think you would be facing a lot of jealousy issues, or you know uh, I think some people might be jealous of the way you lead your life, because it's this carefree attitude that you have about yourself. You know how to speak your mind. You're not afraid of anyone. So that is with the Fool and the King of Swords. And the other thing that I would want to be saying is with the Ace of Cups, you are someone who's very imaginative. You have this amazing imagination, where like not necessarily unicorns and all that, but I feel just there's a different way that you see your life, and that itself is very beautiful. I think the way, and I don't think you get people why they wouldn't be happy, or why they would just not lead the way lead their life the way that you are leading. But I think you're not someone who's going to tell other people you should be doing this, you shouldn't be doing this. You're just someone that only if people come to you for some form of advice, then you are going to pass judgment. But apart from that, you're not someone who's going to go about judging everyone. So with because you're so lost in yourself, you're just very happy and blissfully happy, actually, with yourself and your life, for that matter. Okay, and then with the Chariot card and with the Six of Pentacles talks about someone who's very generous. So this is also seen in you outright, I think, because you're so generous and you're so loving, and loving for that matter, that people get attracted to you very easily. And you are just someone people cannot forget. That's it, what I want to tell you. And with the Chariot card, no, you have this like spontaneity about yourself, that like you do things on impulse. And if you decide to do something, no, you're like least bothered about the fact that if people are going to be by your side or not. You are willing to stand alone, and that itself is a very big strength, because everybody in this world is seeking approval, and you're someone who does not seek approval from anyone, for that matter. So with the Chariot card, you're like least bothered about people, and you are always a moving forward energy. So with that, it's like no matter who comes in my way, if I decide to go in a certain path, I am going to go in that direction. So overall, I think you're a wonderful person, and I hope I also come across someone who's as amazing as you are. So that's it for pile number two. Let's move on to pile number three. Okay, you have the Hierophant, the Hermit, Death card, Knight of Wands, and Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so you are someone who's very inspiring. Okay, with the Hermit card, you with the Hermit card, I can say that you are someone who has so much of wisdom about life. I think you've seen a lot of um, you've been through things in life which has taught you a lot. Okay, with the Death card, I think you've known society. Just okay. Okay, with the death card, there has been a lot of things and circumstances in your life which has taught you a lot. Okay, and that has somewhere given you that wisdom and knowledge about life in general. So you are someone who's very influential, who knows about himself, who knows what he wants, and who also knows intuitively what others want or what life is in general. Because I think you've learned so much, life has taught you so much that you've become this really wise and inspirational person. And with a Hierophant, I think people flock you. You're like the leader of a group or something like that, where people, even in a friend circle, I think what happens is if anyone has any form of issues, the first person they seek out is you. Okay, if they want any form of advice, they come to you and they ask you, like, what should I be doing in this particular situation? So with a Hierophant, you're someone who has great knowledge and is gives wise decisions, and you're someone who's very soothing as well. I mean, like, if people are worrying and people are going through something hard, the moment they talk to you, they're just like, okay, all of a sudden the viewpoint that they had about life, or the feeling that they had about life, that it was dark and gloomy, all of a sudden after speaking to you, they are like, okay, they feel optimistic, they have this renewed sense of energy, they just want to keep moving ahead. Or you get this sense of protection and this sense of happiness and just wise wisdom to people that helps them out a lot. And I think you are someone who's just so compassionate, and whatever you, I think, advice that you give to people, it really works out, and that's the reason they keep coming to you again and again. And with the Knight of Wands, what I would say is you are someone who's a risk taker. Okay, though life has taught you a lot, but then I feel like you are someone who's a risk taker, and people also see that you have been through a lot in life, but then you have not allowed that to get you down. Rather, you have grown yourself, rather you have put yourself on a pedestal, put yourself in a place where you are helping other people to grow and um, walk through life with more confidence than you ever did. Or the advice or the help that you did not get through when you were going through something hard, I think you are giving that to people, and in some way you are inspiring everybody out there. And with the with the Knight of Wands, what I would say is you are someone who's very passionate, and you're also someone um, who is very charming. Okay, this is someone who has a lot of followers. With the Knight of Wands, he's someone who's charming, he's someone who has people flocking him. And more than that, you're a risk taker. You have this you have this, I think, idea about life being life or your goal being larger, or something, which a goal that you have in your mind, which is, I think, which makes you very passionate as well. And it is something which is not a very short term goal, it is something which is very big for yourself. And but then you have that passion and energy to move towards it. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you have the Eight of Pentacles. With the Eight of Pentacles, You are working towards your goals, but here what is happening is you are not trying to impress anyone. Okay, this you are doing this work because it gives you that sense of satisfaction, it makes you happy. You're not out there trying to impress people. Okay, because you are not someone who boasts about themselves. You are not someone who is very thinks very highly of themselves, or not thinks very highly of themselves. You are not someone who brags. Okay, that is the right word. You're not someone who brags about yourself, and because of which I think people find you even more attractive. That you are someone who just is doing their own work, busy in themselves, but still so wise and inspiring. So that's it for pile number 3. Thank you.